Hey folks, Mark here, and today we're stepping into the neon-lit chaos of 1980s Las Vegas with Disco Heist Laundry. This one's for 2 to 4 players, runs about 90 minutes, and it's all about pulling off the perfect heist, dodging the cops, and laundering your way to an early retirement on some sunny island paradise. Now, before the action starts, you'll even decide how big a story you want to tell. Play a quick crime spree with 3 heists per act, or go all in on a criminal empire with 4 heists per act. You know, personally, I like the sound of criminal empire, so if you're gonna do crime, you may as well do it right. So, you'll take on the role of a kingpin, each with their own shady passport and unique abilities. But no kingpin works alone. You'll build your crew of crooks, hustlers, and muscle to run jobs across the city. Each turn starts by throwing down a crew card into your montage. That card gives you an immediate boost, maybe cash, maybe tools, maybe another thug on the street. But it also stays out, ready to be exhausted later for bigger plays. So every choice you make builds momentum, like piecing together your own criminal empire. And so on your turn, it feels like you're scripting your own crime montage. You'll play a crew card for its effect, move your kingpin and thugs throughout the city streets, and exhaust your cards to pull off bigger actions. Whether that's recruiting more muscle, shaking down the block for resources, or setting yourself up for a heist. You can even trigger those once per passport abilities for a dramatic twist. I love how every turn feels like a mini movie scene. You're always setting up for the big moment. Oh, and then comes the heists. This is really the heart of the game. As the timeline advances, new opportunities pop up around the city. If you've got the tools, thugs, and intel to make a move, you can grab the job and score big. But every heist can come with setbacks. The wrong crew type and suddenly alarms blare, cops are redirected, and the city gets a whole lot hotter. Your crew's criminal icons can help cancel those setbacks, and you can spend intel to cover what's left. It's a push your luck puzzle every time. Do you risk it and take the payday, or hold back and regroup before the sirens close in? And trust me, there is nothing like that moment when the sirens trigger and suddenly the cops are on your tail. And speaking of the fuzz, the police here aren't just window dressing. Every time you launder money or score big, your wanted level rises. At first, cops won't bother you much, but once you're at 3, they'll arrest you on sight. At 7, their line of sight expands. And at 10, forget the sirens. The cops drop everything and come straight for your kingpin. Patrol cars, SWAT vans, barricades, and even snitches are all in play. And the helicopter prowls the skies, swooping in on anyone who's gotten way too hot. I mean, who doesn't want to see a disco cop car chasing your crew across the board? Laundering money itself is its own balancing act. When you play your launder card, you convert dirty crowns into clean cash, but only up to your threshold. That threshold comes from your crew and play, plus the location your kingpin occupies. So building the right engine and holding the right turf literally raises your ceiling for washing money. And just like real Vegas, it's all about knowing when to cash out. But just when you think you've got the city under control, the turf war hits. At the end of each act, rival crews clash for control of locations. Thugs get knocked out, kingpins square off, and whoever holds the block scores the cash. It's messy, it's brutal, and it forces you to stay scrappy right up until the final act. And finally, once Act 3 wraps, it's time for the last big score. Everyone gets one final laundering after paying off the cops, of course. Passports pay out big if you manage to stamp them all, and even leftover resources can squeeze out a few last bucks. At the end, the kingpin with the fastest offshore account walks away the winner, while the rest might be left explaining themselves down at the precinct. And hey, don't ask me how I know, but that is not where you want to be. So, if you're ready for a game that mixes tactical crew building, tense push-your-luck heists, area control, and the constant pressure of dodging cops in disco-era Vegas, Disco Heist Laundry is ready to roll. Just remember, you're going to launder big, move smart, and don't let the fuzz catch you. Alright folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen here has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now with that said, this game has some really interesting high pressure moments from the police as they build up their presence in the game, as you build up your presence also, and they come after you. I really like that high tense pressure that it builds throughout the course of the game, really neat. Also, the game is very replayable because you can build out a different crew. There's so many different types of crew that you can incorporate into your kingpins, as well as several different types of kingpins and how you use them throughout, and how the city changes up every time you play and how you're maneuvering through it. A lot of neat choices to be made for sure. But folks, ultimately, if it looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it for me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.
everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.